Hello guys, and what's going on? So in this one I'm going to show you all you need to know about loops. Okay, so what are basically loops? Loops are a certain piece of code that allows you to repeat your code over, or you repeat a certain block of code over and over again. Okay, instead of just writing the same code over and over, loops will basically execute this code as long as a certain condition is true. Okay, so this is basically what loops are. They're really important. You are going to use them a lot. Okay, I can assure you they are really crucial, and they are as important as a control structure or if statements. Okay, so we have a certain number of loops. Okay, certain kinds of loops. So we have the while and the for loops. Okay, so in this one we are going to start working with while, and while basically executes a code as long as a certain condition is true. Okay, so I just wanna write the syntax first. We have three things to work with loops, and the first one is the initialization. I'm not sure if I'm writing this the right way, but you'll get it. You'll get it. I can't write these big words. I just like to write code. I'm not a big writer. Okay, but you get it. So the initialization first, and then right over here the condition. Okay, and over here will be the increment. Okay, or the decrement, just like that. Okay, so this is it. Just three things to work with any loops, actually, with especially while and for. We have three things: the initialization, the condition, and the increment. Okay, so the initialization, it's a convention. As the initialization is just a variable, so the condition is to name it. The convention is to name it as an I. Okay, so if we set this to 0, and we go right here to while. Okay, and we set our condition, so we are seeing right here I, while I is is bigger than is less than less or equal to 10. We want to execute this I. Okay, we are going to echo out I just right there. Okay, so this is basically the simplest loop you can ever write. It can get really complicated, but we're just starting right here. So this is the initialization. You can set this to any name you want, but it's just a convention right there. We are setting this to 0. So, and we are seeing right here the condition is while the I is less than or equal to 10, echo out the numbers right there. Okay, so let me echo and br, and if I go ahead to my browser and my file right there, and there you go, we have our numbers right there. Okay, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 0. If we go back right there, so what basically happens when the interpreter comes into your script, it will read this and it will check the I. If the I is less, or is less than 10, is less than or equals 10, it will echo out this I right there. It will increase it by 1. So when it comes in and say the I equals 0, okay, now the I is equal or less than 10, it will echo out this 0 right there, and it goes back again. If the I is 1, the I is still less than 10, okay, it will print it out, and so on, okay, till it gets to the value of 10 right there. But if we remove this and save, and you can see right here, it doesn't give us 10, it gives us from 0. I don't know why this 0 should be here. I don't know why it's right there, okay, but it's there. If we removed, like just we did, if we remove the equal right there, it will not print the 10, because it's only, we only need to print the I, or to echo out the I right there if it's just less than 10, okay, and not 10 itself. So this is basically the while loop. If we try one with a decrement, if we, let's say, set this to 20, and we go over here and we change this to the I is greater than, and let's leave this as 10. You know what, let's set it to 0. This is a simple example. And if we go over here and try this to decrement and save out and refresh, you can see over here it gives us the values from 1 right there to 90, okay. And what basically happened is now it's going to check in. The I now is 20, and it's going to check on the condition. Now if the I is 20, it's bigger than or greater than 0, so it will print the 20 right there. Sorry, it's not going to print the 20, it will print the 90 first. And now if the I is 90, now the I is 90, it's going to check in on the I right there. The I is still greater than 0. It will decrement it again, and it will be 18, and it goes back again. The I now is 18, it goes over here. The I is still greater than the 0, and now it will decrement it, which gives us the 17, and it works until we have the the 20 or 1 right there, okay. So this is basically it. Just do a couple examples and play with the code a little bit. It's really easy when you think about it. We have the initialization, the condition right there, and the increment or the decrement. So this is basically what while loop is, and in the next one we are going to take a look at for, and see you in the next one.